Introducing Nightmare, one of the most dominant teams in Marvel Rivals, from securing first place and dominating the Marvel Rival Beta tournament to following that up with the live test tournament and winning that as well. We pick up today at the Marvel Rival Invitational, and I thought it'd be cool to see the best at it, the best team and coordination in Marvel Rivals. Who do they play? How do they play? And what are their strategies as I cast along one of their matches? Let's check it out. All right, so the match we will be spectating today just happened. It was the Marvel Rivals Invitational, and we've got Nightmare in blue, what I consider the #1 team, versus Euphoria in red. And these teams have gone up against each other back in beta. I know Nightmare was the winner of that tournament. And then in a playtest tournament called War of the Realms, these are our two finalists, actually. And so it's cool to see the rematch, and this will be my first time spectating what happens on this match. Now, if you guys don't come from higher elo, that's okay. You bronze player, silver, what's up? There's a pick ban phase once you get to diamond and beyond in ranked competitive mode, or I'd like to call it ban hella phase. So we're going to pick up right here at the ban phase at Shin Shibuya Convergence for the map, and let's see what happens. All right, so Euphoria is going to be banning first, and it looks like Psylocke is immediately the very first ban that we see here, as Nightmare now is going to get their chance to ban, and if I know them, they're probably going to go with the hella ban. That's what they like to do, and in higher elo, that typically is the first choice a lot, although they are thinking about it, and nope, didn't take long. They're going to be going with hella. And so now it's interesting to see, sometimes they target heroes that they know, some of the better players, like Amazing is great at someone like Iron Man, so they might ban him. They're going to use this pick, though, to protect a hero, and let's see which one they end up keeping safe. Really comes down to the last minutes. They're going with the Star-Lord, which is smart. I know Super Gomez is considered the best Star-Lord in the world. Guy's going to write an advanced guide with me here on the channel, so I'm pumped for that. And we've got a Hulk protected as well, which I know Hogs is thrilled for. He's a what I would, again, consider the best Hulk with a Venom ban. So we have a Psylocke and Venom ban and a Hella ban alongside our last ban here with Hulk and Star-Lord protected. All right, let's see what comes in at the last ban, and it is a Rocket Raccoon, to much surprise. So now we go into the pick phase for heroes. Obviously, they can't see each other's sides here. And we've got Gaston, Hogs, and Mason going for the team up there with Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Hulk. And guys, listen, at top elo in these tournaments, you're really seeing the power of team-up abilities in this game, and these are some of the best team-up abilities, to date. Now, to quickly pause it, I could just say that I know for sure that Hogs is insane at Hulk. Amazing is often one of the best players in the world. He plays Moon Knight and Iron Man a good amount, and then, like I said, Super Gomez, big Star-Lord fan. Now, Karava, from what I've heard, is an absolute cracked support. And then Aramari is great on Mantis as well. Don't really know Euphoria that much. Obviously, we're going to be spectating from the vantage point of Nightmare here. And very similar team comps. And by very similar, identical. Obviously, we're looking at maybe a metaphor before our very eyes here. We got two different team ups utilizing all around it. Obviously, being able to res Star-Lord and Mantis with that Adam Warlock team up is just too valuable. And so you can see both teams taking advantage of that. Let's hop in. All right, so we're set up on defense here. Nightmare's going to be on defense first, and we are going to be looking at Super Gomez's Star-Lord. He's kind of getting a peek of what the team comp is right off the bat, probably shouting it out to his players. Every time I see a teammate of mine do that, they insta-wipe and die. So getting a little hits early on here, trying to get probably some early picks here. And we see Euphoria taking the back-end approach to go behind the map to try to get in. Fighting on point. Looks like Hogs is staying up at the top there as Hulk for maybe a jump surprise, as Amazing is going to be charging up that ult pretty quickly with 36% already, getting that nice poke damage in often and early. My goodness. And he's got superpower, obviously, behind that with the Hulk team up. Super Gomez is going to be going in for the pick. They do secure the Iron Man kill. And at this point, we've got some flanking going on from Super Gomez's Star-Lord, but he does back up, protected by Hulk, of course. And there's Iron Man again poking. So, as you guys can see, just really good stationary pokes using coverage and surface for protection. They all seem to have their roles, right? Like, look at freaking Hogs over here as Hulk hanging out above, waiting for that pick maybe on Iron Man to tackle him down. And then we have Karava and our Aramari Mantis in the back, obviously supports, keeping them all healed up. So Super Gomez going to be getting some nice poke damage in, as well as Rymazing, who does get a pick off right off the bat, melting down the Strange Shield. Look how much damage that Hulk team-up does. And here's Karava, what I heard about him, just an elite sniper with this freaking Adam Warlock and the way his basic primary hits. Misses a few attacks there. That's okay there, as Rymazing's coming back from spawn. And Star-Lord here, Super Gomez, cleaning up some kills on the supports, staggering them well. Staggering is obviously something you don't want to do at any rank, but at high level play is super detrimental. 6v5 is almost not even close to a fair fight at high level play. So the roof has come down. It's cool to see how they're kind of using this as coverage. Rymazing getting the sky and a good vantage point. Super Gomez down low. And hey, we're back to Hogs, hanging out towards the top here, man. I can't wait to make a Hulk guide with him. We've had some good talks. Excited to see that. All right, so we're getting that poke damage in. We do have ultimates now. You can see on almost all of both sides of the team, and they're starting to come out here. We've got Legendary coming out from Super Gomez. We've got the ult from the Doctor Strange. And they're fighting on point. Looking kind of bad for Nightmare here as they're pushing in with everything. We've got the ultimate popping on both teams. And we have Adam Warlock as the only ultimate left. Super Gomez goes down and Hogs goes down. Almost looking like a complete wipe for Nightmare. But here's the big res from Karava. Massive res. And just like this, look at this turnaround. Rymazing capitalizes. Super Gomez also capitalizes on the Star-Lord. Massive res to set them back up for a good defense. And I would say, well, Adios does have his ultimate, but they're looking okay with their ultimates as well. And Nightmare, the coordinated play is just spectacular. They know when to push. If you guys noticed, the Strange ulted to freeze them while Adam was able to res everybody. And we're getting a counter portal v portal here. All right, hold on. All right, if you guys don't know what just happened, I've seen this in play before. I'll put a good example very quickly here up on screen.
I'm opening a portal. A shortcut through space. Should I catch them? No.
Wow, 4 in a row.
So yeah, essentially what you're seeing is what just happened there. So whenever, you know, a portal happens on an enemy Doctor Strange, he announces it and you can hear it. And so what they're trying to do is line up a portal of their own to obviously kind of mess up that portal is what I believe just happened here. So we got Super Gomez and Star-Lord kind of peeking down. And again, it does look like Euphoria is having the vantage point here. This first point kind of hard to defend. But Super Gomez gets the pick on Iron Man, who just, Adios does not seem to be able to get much going on. He did use his ultimate as well. We must have missed. Rymazing trying to put some pressure too. It's looking like Euphoria is looking good to cap it as Star-Lord does get a key pick on the Mantis. He's following up on Light, the opponent's Star-Lord. They're all on point here. We've got Doctor Strange coming back from the roof and Rymazing trying to do some poke damage from inside. Gets frozen by the Hulk. And putting on some good... Oh, we have a Mantis ult from the enemy team, but Rymazing hits his Iron Man ult like an absolute champ. One of the only things that can insta-wipe, obviously, things like Luna and Mantis. Just when it looks like... Wow. Just when it looked like Euphoria had that close to in the bag. I mean, let's replay that for a quick second. That was a lot happening at once. Hold on now. All right, so right here is where we're going to pick up. And here's the Mantis ult right into a 3-piece that turns into, obviously, a team wipe. Just tremendous use of ultimates, right? Not using them too soon. You know, obviously, Rymazing could have gotten picks before that, potentially with it, but he saves it for the opportune time. And all I know is I've just learned a lot about Marvel Rivals, man. I'm in Diamond, but I feel like I know nothing. And Euphoria is a very good team, by the way. Nightmare is just that good. I mean, one of these days I'm going to have to spectate them on a normal match. And like I said, super cool. Both Hogs here for a Hulk guide. We're going to have Rymazing come for Iron Man and Moon Knight. All of them are going to help me write these mastery guides as I produce them and talk about them. Talk to a lot of these people in Discord. Just great people willing to help out the community. So I'm excited about that. The team comp does not change. does not change. And obviously, for good reason. In Nightmare's case, they got that pretty figured out. You might see it in team chat often. In my opinion here, guys, Iron Man diff. I think this is an Iron Man diff in my opinion here. Adios. We'll see if we see anything come out of them when they go for the offensive push here. And we're seeing some of the players lock in. I want to go and see if we can get the side of the defense here and see kind of how they're setting up. Here we go. Yeah, so they're setting up top here, going for the high ground approach. And it looks like this Spark Chief is going to take a page out of Hogs' spot for the Hulk there. Kind of a little bit up high. Probably saw some matches and take that advice. And here we go. We go into the next round. Can Nightmare secure the offensive push? They got pretty far, almost all the way to that first point. So if they can't get that, they will not win. As we're looking at, once again, the best Star-Lord in the world, Super Gomez, going wild and dies and wipes immediately as we go into Rymazing, hitting a Gamma Beam out the gate, melting some instant health. Just a complete deletion of the tank's health here. And the beam just doing its job, man, as he goes and grabs that health pack. Crucial. They do wipe out the Adam Warlock and the Mantis. Massive. And they get the revive both on the Mantis and the Star-Lord, who does wipe Rymazing. So that is the power behind that Adam Warlock team up. You're able to just get a second chance. All right, so we have Rymazing coming back from spawn after death. Hogs going in hard as the Hulk here, beating the ever-living tar out of Mantis. And we're going to go back to Star-Lord, who's kind of by himself a bit as his team is following up. Hogs is still busy punching the hell out of the supports. And we got a Hulk v Hulk matchup as here we go. Karava doing his Adam Warlock, man. Absolutely, probably one of the best freaking supports that I've seen play this game. And Adam has no mobility, but if you're good enough at aiming, it just doesn't matter. So we can see right now, Nightmare is currently capping and pretty steady at that. Super Gomez on the point here. Looks like there's going to be one more team fight, but Nightmare, to what is one of the better teams also in competitive play, is putting on a show in the Marvel Rival Invitational. Wow, so we've got massive Rymazing beam shooting off. Star-Lord up top. We do have Hulk transforming. Things are looking pretty bad for Euphoria here as we go over to Adios, who finally connects on a massive triple kill with Iron Man's ult, and they might have to reset here as things went from Euphoria's demise to favor. And we got ourselves a full team wipe there. Huge stuff with a minute and 54. Not a full one, but close to it. Minute 54 left. Amari is going to be dead, and they get a little bit of a stagger there on the supports. Gasklin doing good work on Strange. We've not talked about Gasklin much, but I know their Strange is pretty dang nasty, being one of the best players in the world as Doctor Strange. All right, so instantly that Hulk just gets melted. Hogs is a bit behind. Super Gomez looks to be waiting for his team. They don't want to stagger anymore. And Super Gomez just getting a little picks, and Legendary popping out from Light on the opponent team. And it looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like Super Gomez was going to ult, loses it just like that because he dies to Light's ult. And that's massive. But Super Gomez still collects the kill on Light, just showing who the true Star-Lord is, man. There can only be one. And here we go. We have Caravel. Let's see if he gets another pick. As every time we've gone to him, he just gets a nasty pick. And it's looking like Euphoria is getting plenty of pickoffs, plenty of kills, and wow. Looking not good so far for Nightmare, actually. Tough. 44 seconds left. After the dominant performance we kind of just saw, it's looking the other way. Spark Chief has his ult. Rymazing and Gasklin, one of the better team-ups of using an AoE stun with Iron Man, is left in the tank as we go to Rymazing here, getting some nice pick damage. All right, so we're getting some poke happening. And here we go. We've got Gasklin setting up a portal for a last team fight. Cool to kind of see the perspective of where he thinks is good. They go into a maximum pulse from Adios, but the portal was too much. Rymazing with the massive... Hold on. It just went from 10 seconds left to an absolute almost team wipe, and it was simply a trade of Iron Man ults. Adios got 1 pick, but Amazing able to get 3. Hogs beat the tar out of the support there, and Spark Chief, and bam, just like that. As I am out of breath, Nightmare does get the win over Euphoria. It's like their big brother at this point. Tough to beat him. We've seen that happen a couple times. And man, was this the match to spectate, because this was just, there's so much to look at. A lot of chaos. I feel like I did not stop talking, and hopefully that's okay. But Amazing does get the MVP. And let's go ahead, take a look here. I'll pause it right here and see some of these stats. Obviously nothing too flashy, because it's, you know, 2 great teams going up against each other. But you guys can see just how much damage Amazing was able to do in comparison to both the enemy team and even his own team. But Super Gomez making a name for Star-Lord, guys. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. You guys might need to watch that back, because it was a lot happening at once. But the coordination, obviously they do so much scrims and practicing, and really know, you know, their supports know how, you know, their tanks like to push and where their DPS is going to be and what their strategy is if they get a wipe, or what they should do with a teleport situation with Doctor Strange. Like, they kind of, in my opinion, it looks like they have it so well rehearsed in a sense. And that's what makes a good team great, right? Whether it's football or, in this case, Marvel Rivals, is having a plan given any situation that you're in. But in games like this, you have to be prepared for essentially a million situations because of all the different hero changes and what you could run into. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that. Checking out the best team, or what I believe is the best team right now in Marvel Rivals. Again, the super cool part is just about all of them have agreed to help make guides on this channel, to make really cool hero guides and go way more than just the basics. And so if you guys don't want to miss those, be sure to subscribe. I know all of them are ranked at least in the top 10, top 20, and oftentimes are the #1 players. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, subscribe, like it, all that good stuff. And of course, have a good one. Have a great one. Until the next one, be rivaling.